Welcome to Retiring in Japan for the 8th day of September 2025. Look at this. It's a little stream here that runs perpetually. Is no longer perpetual. The water is dried up. I've seen it do this one time before. Not yet figured it out. I tried to trace its course to try to figure out what happened, but I was unsuccessful. I thought maybe a landslide had occurred to block off its runway, but it came back a few days later, so I think it's just the course of things. This courseway has been running for a long time. I'm sure it will do just fine without my attention. Anyway, this is the journal, daily video journal of a retired 61-year-old American living here in Japan with my wife, Japanese wife, living our lives, finding our way in retirement, discovering how to be free and how to float. Come join me if you like. The day's just starting. Video exercise is about to begin. I might be running 30 seconds late. Just tending to a few things, but who cares? Not too worried about it. Genuinely less cycles, less mental cycles on stuff that no longer really matters. Although sometimes I forget. Let's start the day. I just learned a new Japanese phrase. Natsubate is the when you fall down like this. And I was talking with my neighbor walking back from radio exercise, and sometimes I'm just go for it. I just throw myself in and I just talk about all kinds of stuff. We talked about fruit and stuff like that, and she taught me natsubate because I was telling her in Japanese, of course, that in the summertime I'm not quite with it. So she taught me natsubate. So hopefully the natsubate season is almost through, as I think today is per the weather check is the last day of this natsubate heat. All right, next step, let's go home. The two older women should be just around the corner up here that I say good morning to every morning, and they're always chatting it up. And then we'll grab the dogs, take them for a walk, have breakfast, and then begin my day. Oh, did I tell you? I'm spending my day as a full-time YouTuber. Today's my first day that I'm describing myself. No, really, I'm still retired, but when people ask me what I do, I'm no longer going to say I'm retired or I do nothing, which is what my wife tells people in Japanese, which sounds strange. Just sit on the sofa all day. I'm going to tell them that I'm a YouTuber. I have a YouTube channel, which at least sounds like something. Oh, there they are. There's the two old women right there. Coming around the corner. Ohayou gozaimasu. Now I'll see them again when we head out for the dog walk. They'll walk up to the place that we did our morning exercise just now. They'll turn around, and I live in that house right over there at the end. My wife and I will collect our dogs and we'll come out and we'll probably see them coming back, which every morning puts us in this weird position of, because I'm with my wife, they haven't seen her already. So they have this, do we say Ohayou gozaimasu, which means good morning, or not? Because we already said Ohayou gozaimasu to the foreigner. Life is. There's our house right there. Okay. It's dog walk time. And sure enough, I ran into the two old women right there. They elected to say "itterashai" to me instead of good morning. Itterashai simply is the well wishes that we give upon departure. I want to share an incident, an experience. Make it brief. A friend of mine died this week. He died 10 years ago when I left to go to America. He told me that he'd work 5 more years and then he would retire. He didn't do it. He kept at it till the end and died in the job in a very good position. It's a sad thing for sure. But my point is, we can wait too long. I'm not saying that his life wasn't well used, but if he had any utility, and I think he did, or interest, and I think he did because he told me he wanted it, to have the freedom of time after work. It never came. sober thought, sober fact. When I here checking out the bulletin board, and she pointed out there is namafushi, nanafushi, the stick insect. Let's take a closer look. It's a very big one. Look at the bird in my hand. Blends right in, doesn't it? The video that I do every day is the Good Life meditation at 5:30 a.m. here in Japan. And with that video has come a attendance, so here comes a talk, of a pretty regular crowd of friends, most of whom are car on the narrow road, fellow retirees. And what I'm learning from them is that everyone's story, of course, it just sometimes you need to wake up and remember, is complicated and different. Each of them sharing their own experience through comments live that I respond to in the course of the video. Each of their own experience of retirement shares a lot of similarities and differences. It's interesting. I really appreciate Julie this morning pointing out about how, as I was mentioned, I was thinking about calling myself a YouTuber, anything but retired, just to say that not tell people that I'm doing nothing. She chose to take up describing herself as an artist for the same purpose. Not that she's not an artist, but because it gave Julie, well, maybe I'm putting too much. Gave me, calling myself a YouTuber gives me cover. Maybe it does something similar to Julie. At least it avoids the awkward looks that people give you when you tell them that you're free. It dawned on me that I never counted the steps in my house. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh, lucky 13 steps. Look at this yummy breakfast we've got going on here, complete with bread from the bakery yesterday. Ooh, eggs and bread, all kinds of stuff, fruit and yogurt and coffee. Let's eat. Softypapa here from the Softypapa store with a real Japan treasure to share. Look at this. This is an insect cage, mushi kago. Mushi means basically insect, and kago is a container. Think of the kago litters that people would be carried in old Japan. Well, this is one for insects. It's made of bamboo, hand-shaved tines of bamboo put together and slotted into these little wooden pieces here to form this little cage. Now there's 2 parts to it. It's in great condition. It's quite vintage. It has a little door on it. Let me see if I can find a way to open it all and such. We'll put it down here and go over it in detail. Let's do that. Let's switch around. Okay, so taking a close-up look, you can see the tines here, and there's a little door. Let me take my glasses off. I think I can see better. And you lift it up thus. Is it on this side? Oh, it's on the other side. Here it is. So have a look at the non-door side. Just a little slat with these little bamboo tines, little rope holding things together. And then over here, do you see how it has this little piece of wood here that the other side didn't have? If you take your fingernail right there and lift up, it slides up like that. And you can put in food or maybe even admit the insect in and out. Isn't that clever, the way that slides like that? And it just as easily goes back down. Look at all the detail work that went into that. And it's got a little rope thing you can use to hang it if you want. Maybe put a cricket in there and hang the cricket in a nice place to listen to it chirp in the evening. Now another way to access it is to simply put the cargo down and lift it up, and it comes right off. It's got a little wooden base here. Now if you want to secure it, it would have originally come, it just goes over like that. Do you see there's a little wooden hole right there? I think you can see it right there. And there's another one right there. What it would have done originally was you would take a little piece of bamboo and slide that in like that. See how that the toothpick fits in just fine. and then another little piece of bamboo on the other side, and it would secure it. Now it's missing that little bamboo, but you could shave a piece of wood or take a toothpick and shave it down and do the same. Fits perfect. That's it. It's a very nice item. Again, it's in great condition. Really like this. I love this little door mechanism especially. Isn't that just the best? Mushikago like this were used in Japan in the old days for just a purpose like I described before, to capture small insects, to hold and study, and maybe to enjoy their sound through the warmer seasons. Beetles especially were also popular to put in these. Crickets, beetles, praying mantises, things like that. The bamboo forest behind my house is just chock full of stuff like that. Here's a couple of photos to take a look at. I would probably date this to the mid-Showa period or earlier. The condition is really amazing, except for the missing the little bamboo pieces to secure the base part. But you could probably make something like that yourself out of toothpicks. Okay, here's some photos. Found what I want. Okay, now it's time to head over to Dad's house. I always thought this was a watermelon store when I first came to Japan. It's Tenjinia's logo. Maybe logo isn't the right term. I always have that on the building. Okay, Dad's house for lunch. Let's do a quick check of the river. Well, let me open the door for Imiko. Pretty much back to normal. Time to gas up. We're in the Mochimune area on our way to where we're going. And we found a gas station here. Actually, we turned around and came back because the light went off. And I didn't trust that I wouldn't run out of gas. It's kind of a mystery. There's a card. It's like a credit card type of thing taped to the thing. Okay, we're all gassed up, ready for, this should take us for another week worth of activities. All right, lunch is done. We've driven to Fujiada, and we've parked at the lower parking here to wander up this mountain road to a place called the Country Oven. Feels about right, huh?
Yes.
日本語でなんていう country oven?
Country oven.
Oh, just like that. Not sato, inaka komatsu. And it's got some of these old houses along the way, a little shrine there, bridge to nowhere. Well, I gotta get a photo of that. What about Fuji? Konohana. Okay, I probably shouldn't have trespassed it, poked it in like that, but I don't think it's being used anymore and I just couldn't help myself. Oh, meet the Amba man. This large retaining wall might be to keep back landslides, I'm thinking. Oh, but you know, I bet it just covers up a fence. The landslide fence is through the fence. A what?
There's a temple
Oh,
at top of the hill.
you think we can make it that far?
No?
It's kind of warm still. This is interesting. This sign explains that the heavy-duty rocks behind us here were thought in the past to be good for toothaches and kids' health.
Illness.
So general health for kids. We don't know if you had to touch them or what, but special health.
Oshamochan.
Ochamochan.
Oshamochan.
Oshamochan. Oh yeah, sun. Why is that in katakana?
I don't know.
Interesting. The story develops. Yes, for a change, I actually got the photo part figured out.
It was funny. I was expecting you to be there. I was like,
Let's try again. One of the ways you can tell an empty house in Akira is there's no gas line connected. Pretty good sign that nobody lives in this whole place. We're entering a village. How do we get to our car? Wait, is this a Twilight Zone episode? Wow, that's beautiful. This will do for the country house that we're looking for. There's laundry. Someone lives there. I won't get in too close and photograph their laundry, but it's just a beautiful little country house.
find all kinds of treasures.
Mm. Sugoi.
Wheel.
Oh, water wheel. Okay. Hi. Okay.
Yeah.
So we made it to the cafe. And one of the nice things about being retired and enjoying life is that you can have a whole place to yourself. Now, in some ways, that can kind of feel a little lonesome, but that kind of has worn off. Now it feels more like a privilege than anything else. When you look perusing the items there, this house, she said, between 140 and 150 years old. So that puts it squarely, I think, in the Edo period, which is the feudal period. This whole village is quite interesting and old. I think this part might have been a barn at one point. She said it was okay if I took photos. There's the actual house part. There's the kura, storehouse, with a typical kura style there. Items over here. More, I guess that's the restroom over there. They have books. Sort of maybe a bookstore. Maybe. And then the house up there.
This is clever.
Ah, we saw those at an antique store. We couldn't figure out what they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. I was trying to figure it out. That is clever. check this out. There's this wooden phone holder that doubles as a natural speaker. So for what we got was I got a kakigori. I think it's apricot. Is this apricot? What is it, apple?
No, plum.
Oh, plum. Okay, very nice. And Mama got
Iced coffee and cream brulee.
Very nice. Looks great. And we've got the heck of a view right out there. Very nice. All right, say no. Itadakimasu. Yumiko pointed out that my spoon is actually a shovel. Clever. I guess that gives real meaning to the term shovel it in.
カフェをしていたところがみかんの選別をやった場所なんですよ。で、ここが倉庫で、ここが季節の労働の方の寝泊まり。
This is the oldest part of the house, 150 years old.
そうね。
He made this too.
Oh,
先ほどの小窓ですって言
oh,
った。
what is that?
娘が出版社にいるんですけど、その子がセレクトした本の販売と、あとは水玉さんっていう方の塗り絵の可愛いので、これをちょっと一部コピーして、ここで塗り絵をしてもらうっていう楽しいです。ここも今までこの入り口が壁だったんですよ。はい、ここに入るにはもうちょっと大きな穴があったんですけど、はしごをかけて登るしかなかったので、すごい不便な場所で、ほとんど使ってなかったんですよ。私も結婚して30。
She explained that this was the room and that one there where the seasonal mikan, the tangerine workers, would live up here. Yumiko's house had the same thing. Her father was a craftsman, and his family had workers that lived in the upper floor of above the workshop, just the same way. So it seems to be a thing.
つながってて、親方にここに入るちょうど岡持ちを作ってもらって少し飲み物があげられる。
Guidebook for the Shizuoka for 2026-2027. This will come in real handy. Tells us all about all the places like this everywhere that we can go.
Warehouse.
Oh.
And where we had our dessert.
Mm-hmm.
That was where we sold mikan.
Oh, I see. Careful, slippery. Very slippery. Oh, that's where they sorted them, huh? 綺麗です。
物置状態だったんですけど、こを出して、ここは中は実費なんですけどね、そのタイミングじゃないとできないので、若方に、床と壁を張ってもらって、天井はそのままなんです。これが昔使ってた掘りごたつを足を作ってもらって、テーブルにしてもらいました。でこれなんかも全部木でできたクワっていうのは珍しいんですけど、ここも木でここも木でね。でこれ昔のはかりにぶら下がってるっていうイメージで、ちょっとここ穴を開けてもらって、こういったものをぶら下げてもらって、子供と親方がいる昔のタンスとか長火鉢とかそういうのが置いて。
この椅子は面白いね。
これはね、昔学校のちょっと古道具屋さんとかでね、買ったんですけどね。
本持ってるよね。
うん。いいね。涼しいこの部屋ね。
やっぱ壁が厚いので、ちょっとやっぱ最初は真夏やっぱ暑いですけどね。何かあったらここに逃げ込むのが一番頑丈。
So there's our host, Wakini Yumiko. One last look at the house here. She's very generous with her time and explaining about absolutely everything. I'll tell you more about it in just a second, but there's a characteristic about the people that you meet when you're meeting in retirement. The older people that have found their way to the other side. They've begun to float, and they begin to talk. What an experience! Huh? I mean, we had no idea that any of this would. We had no idea that any of this would happen at lunchtime. That we'd be here to have this type of an experience.
Wow, look at that.
Amazing. I was telling the folks
My hat.
that one of the things we're discovering in retirement is that as we meet other people, oh, look at the pattern here, the tiles. See the tiles over here? They've been laid into the ground, form this pattern into the, that's so interesting. But people seem to find stuff to do, and they love to tell about it, huh? And they love to talk. It's like they really tap into some passion. And for Japanese to talk like that a lot, that's saying something else. But they tap into the passion and they just don't let go. And that's a good thing. I hope I can tap into something like that.
There's another cafe.
Another cafe?
That's how it works. Self-serve. Sparkling water.
So this is a total self-serve place. They've got coffee, tea, I think tea, right?
That's good.
Is it jams?
Jam and marmalade.
Jam and marmalade. And a whole selection of, I think they even have ice cream over there.
Gelato.
Gelato. And
Ice cups.
ice cups, and then water. And the waters are
So
very,
you can make your own iced coffee or something.
very nice. Shizuoka seasonal gelato. So we're gonna get a couple of cold waters here for 100 yen each. Sparkling waters, no less. And it says, please insert the money here. So 200 yen, 100 yen plus 250s. Oh. Oh. There we go. It needs this more satisfying clang. All right, bye. So we're just continuing up this street. Up and up it goes along this water course. Mama. You'll be glad you did. Let's get there. Musical design, yeah. Coming through the gate here, and Himiko suddenly says, "Oh, no head." This is one of the guardians missing his head. Another example of having the world all to ourselves. We retirees live in another, we live in the same world, just in a different sphere, a different place. Miko reports there's a statue of the Kannon god inside. Let's take a look. Is she a bodhisattva? I don't know. Just after I did what Yumiko just did with the throwing the money in, a Suzumibachi, Japanese giant hornet came. I was literally standing there, hands clasped, head bowed, and a giant hornet came and swooped all around me very aggressively and chased me. Abada. And now there's a horsefly coming after me. I think the gods are telling me something. I think the gods are telling me something. I put the money in class. The Osuzume Bachi came. Whoa. I ran, I dropped my water, and then Abu came. I think the gods are telling me to leave. I'm getting chased out. I think that was the priest working on his bike.
Please also listen to your complaints.
Really?
Yeah.
You got any complaints? I can step away. Abu's coming after me. I don't like it. Horse flies. I've been bitten by them. It's coming for me.
Right there, right behind you.
This is the inside of the water wheel. So the water wheel turned over there clearly and turned this, and this big tine would have lifted these pounders, I guess, which would have dropped and hammered things in those holes. Very interesting. Where's Yumiko going? Okay, we're headed back, but we got a little bit of detour. I saw this roof from the side of the road, and I was like, maybe that house, or maybe not. Wow. Let's go up here and see if we can go around this way. some semi. Oh, this goes around. I don't want to go back down that way. Look at that.
Nice. I'll take it.
Bara, ne?
Eh?
So, bara. So I could say, natsubara.
違う。夏バテ。
Bate, natsubate. But describe
夏バラ would be summer stomach.
summer what?
Stomach.
Oh, see? So falling down could be bare? Bara?
バラバラ.
Bara. We've driven all the way across town, and I wanted to get coffee at a convenience store, but there wasn't a single convenience store on Route 1, and all the way from the other side of town, all the way to here. What is going on? Over where we live, there's a convenience store two convenience stores every block, practically. But we found 7-Eleven, which is good because that's my favorite coffee. I like the mega latte because it's big from the Lawson, but it's too much. So we'll go in here. I get to show you guys the making of the coffee. Some of you say you like to watch that. That's fun. Oh yeah. Never seen a 7-Eleven with a sunroom. Mama's gonna get an ice drink. Oh, it's coffee. I'm foiled again. It's the second time.
Paid for cafe latte?
Well, I asked for it, but I think I need to get that machine instead. It's
You
my
did it again.
It's my fault. Yeah, I pushed the wrong. I wasn't paying close enough attention. The word of caution is make sure you pick the right machine. Okay, we're home. We're home. Now time to take the laundry in, get to work on the video, and boys' dinner's coming, and our dinner's coming too. Let's get that laundry. Dinner time. Wow, looking great, Nico.
So dark, isn't
It is. But that's okay. That's it. All right, the day is winding down. What a good day it was. Yumiko and I had a lot of fun. Really, you wouldn't guess it from looking at today's video, but the first part of the day, I was just buckled under in my room, working on YouTube, editing video, getting things out. I didn't even get through all the comments, and I call it the engagement part of the day. It was a busy day. Today was a busy day. Today was as busy a day as a work day, but of course without any of the stress, which makes all the difference. Anyway, Yumiko and I are both exhausted, so we're gonna probably cut it pretty short. Do a short walk, and then come here, Rudy. And then we'll do more tomorrow. Come and join us again if you want. More retiring in Japan. See how long we can keep this up. Now, time for the dog walk. Be safe, but not too safe. Bye-bye. Konbanwa.
Ah, 何飲んでる？